Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are you? I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes here and let a few of you jump on. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Having a good start to your week. Hello. So I'll say this while we're waiting. If you want to go to our website, it's www.holisticlivingpractice.com. You'll be able to scroll, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll be able to sign up for our newsletter, and that's where I'm going to send out some future videos as well, so that way you don't miss them. Just going to wait another minute. And then just get started, and I'll post the video after so some people can catch it who weren't able to see. Oh, it's nice and sunny here today outside of Chicago, but it's cold. So I'm going to go ahead and start and hope some more people can join us at some point. For those who don't know me, my name is Alyssa, and I'm an intuitive medium with Holistic Living Life Coaching. So we do life coaching and intuitive readings. Both can be found on the website. I wanted to talk a little bit about today. A couple things today, actually. But I want to really focus on the 3D to 5D energy and try to clarify some things for people, because I feel like people are getting very stressed and very anxious right now with the transition. And so I want to make sure people are kind of have a better understanding of what's going on to maybe relieve some anxieties. I hope everyone can hear me okay. So when we talk about 3D and 5D energy, I'm gonna start very basic today, so people maybe who don't know are able to maybe learn a little bit about it. 3D energy is the energy here on Earth. So it's denser. 3D is anything, we can see with our eyes here, our physical eyes, anything we can, touch, anything we can hear. It's a very heavy field. 5D is a much higher frequency. So it's lighter, it's stronger, and it's coming in from a field that's outside of Earth. So what's happening now is the fields are integrating a bit. And so I think you've probably heard of the term the Great Awakening, which we are in now. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. The Great Awakening is us humans waking up to the fact that there's more to life than just the 3D, just what you can see here. We came here to do more than, the saying, work and, pay bills and die, and that's it. That's actually not at all what Earth was meant to be. So what's happening is that the higher 5D consciousness now is starting to integrate its way into the 3D. So we're starting to feel a little bit of a shift. We're starting to feel a little bit of that resistance. So there are people who are unawakened versus awakened. Unawakened are just the ones who are stuck in the 3D. They don't understand that there's more to it, that there's more to it here. They don't want to understand. They're kind of, you try to explain it or try to say it and they're like, oh, no. So I feel like for those that are awakened, it's very frustrating because they're looking around and they know that there's just so much more to what's happening. There's just a bigger picture, a bigger plan. And the ones that are stuck in the 3D, they can't see it. So that's kind of the resistance you're feeling right now. So what that means is the matrix here, what we call, just like the movie, The Matrix, it's being dismantled. So you're starting to see glitches. You're starting to see things shift. With everything going on in the world right now, it's definitely a transition period that we're in. And any kind of transition is messy and it gets a little dirty and it's sometimes a little stressful. So that's the process that we're in now. So I'm going to explain now a little bit about light workers. Light workers are the key to what's going on right now. They're holding down the fort. Light workers are the souls who they chose before reincarnating here to come here to help Earth and help humanity lift the space. Because people don't realize how important this space is. What happens here shifts everything in everywhere else, every universe, everything. So there's just something so important to this physical space, and enough light workers knew, and I want to say this, before incarnating here, that they needed to come to help because it was that important. So we are at that point right now during this great awakening that light workers are really the ones who have been holding down that light grid, that higher energy, that 5D energy. They've been holding it down whether they realize it or not. Some people are walking around light workers. They don't even realize they're light workers. But that's definitely what it is. So the people who are awake to what's going on are very frustrated with those who are unawakened. They can't understand how those in the 3D, the ones who are sleepers as we call them, don't see it. So the ones who are awake are also getting, they're just frustrated. So the ones who are not are looking at people who are talking about this stuff or trying to show them things that they can't see, and they're going, I have, no idea what it doesn't get through. So I think a lot of the big question, yes, Pleiadians, there are a lot of other life out there that people don't realize, that even light workers could be a part of the Pleiadians or other life force. See, people in general don't even realize even that. So there's a big range of people going on right now. There's a big divide. There's a lot of people who see it, who know it, and then there's the ones who just, you try to say anything and it's like, ugh. So that is one thing that it is difficult, and that is the question that's coming up a lot now for people is, what do we do about it? How do I deal, if I'm an awakened soul, how do I deal with those that aren't? Because it can be it is frustrating. It's stressful, and you want to do the best you can to preserve your energy. And that's what I'm seeing now with people, is that the energy is so separate that the communication is off. So you may be saying one thing over here, and this person is taking it a whole different way. Just that you're going like this with the communication with the awakened and unawakened souls. So that is a difficult thing to deal with, especially if it's close family, friends, you're working, or even if it's your kids or your parents. And the best thing to do is the saying that I say is you can plant seeds without getting stuck in the weeds. So you can drop little hints, drop little facts, give them little, bits of information, but you can't get caught up in their energy about it. You can't get stressed. You can't get overly frustrated. You can't let yourself get to that point, because what's happening is it's just lowering your vibration. And that is the opposite of what we want, right? So you can really try to sit and do all you can to explain a lot of this, but it's just not going to get through. It's like a wall. It's just not going to happen. And this is whether you're talking about politics, healthcare, education, spiritual, it's any of that. So the best thing to do is to create boundaries for yourself. So speak your truth, stand in your power. That is so, so, so important right now. You have to stand in your power and speak your truth, stand your ground and say, this is where I'm at, this is what it is, and, give this and step back. Because what's happening is it's causing arguments, it's causing, there's no point in the back and forth, the fighting. It's not going to get anywhere. So the unawakened souls will get to a point where they will have to, they'll be forced to wake up. Yeah, that's good that you do that. It's good to keep boundaries, keep your energy protected, make sure you're clearing your energy every day, throughout the day. And I just want to try to explain to people that you can be in two different energy fields and be living in the same space. And that's a lot of what's happening right now. Is there are some people stuck in the 3D, and there are some people who have taken in that 5D energy, and you can be living in the same, earth space, same planet, same house even, and you're in the totally different energy fields. And that's something that's kind of hard to explain to people. It's something that people aren't really understanding. That's a lot of why you're feeling, especially if you're an intuitive person, that's a lot of why you're feeling that friction. I mean, it is literally like this. So, for some people that might sound like, oh, well, that's not possible. I don't even understand it. But that's really the reality of what's happening in this transition from 3D to 5D. So we are shedding the 3D matrix, and it is crumbling, and we're integrating with the 5D. So we are moving up. Now, energetically, it's already done. And that's, I think, what people have a hard time seeing. Even the ones who are awake, they're seeing what's going on in the political world, or here, and they're, with some of the healthcare stuff now and the push in that field, and they're not getting how, it's going to change. At an energetic standpoint, the timeline that we're on, it's already done. The light's already won, it's already done. So it's just now, there's like a lag between Earth and that space. So we're kind of in that process right now. We're in the in-between time that it takes a little bit longer here to catch up because of how dense the space is. Yeah, exactly. You can't really push it too hard because all you're going to do is drain your own energy, and that's just not going to help anyone, and they're still not going to get it. So there's really, like I said, the best thing to do is to plant little seeds, back it up, let them be where they're at, hold space if it's a close, family member, and go about doing what because what's lacking right now is intuition. Intuition is so important. It is critical. And with this new energy in, your intuition and your vibration is what runs it. So if you're at a very low, and when I say low vibration, I mean like you're living in fear, you're living in anger, guilt. I mean, any of those where that's just, you make your decisions in those places, and versus being at a higher frequency where, you try to lead with joy and compassion and light. And it's not to say that you won't have to deal with some of the, some different people and things like that. But what I wanted to really get out was that it's already done. So people just need to kind of relax, because I think when it comes to the political arena, a lot of people are very stressed out right now. They're not understanding what's going on. They know things aren't right. Things don't look right. What about this? What about that? So I'll be doing other videos on that, because I think a lot of people, I've got that question a lot of messages about that, and readings too. So that is definitely something. If anyone has any questions about any of this, please let me know too as we go along. But there's just definitely a lot of changes, a lot of shifts right now. So I think that's what is stressing people out. And I just wanted to come on and relieve a little anxiety. So if anyone has any questions about any of that, please let me know. I just want to stress that, you know, we really hold the power. We really hold the key. It's kind of up to us. So don't let anyone or anything or any situation make you feel otherwise, because that's simply not the case. It's just we're in that in-between transition, and it's not necessarily fun, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. We will be in a good place, and I feel what Earth was supposed to be is not what it's been, but we're now getting to that track. So we just need more and more people, you know, a little bit more of the majority awake, and then it's going to be like an instant flip. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. Or if you're watching this on a replay, you can drop, you know, a question in the comments and let me know. Yes, the 5D is already making its way in. So the people who are not living in that place, who are not, you know, they're still stuck with it. They're not wanting to see what's going on with anything, and they're just believing, you know, what I think some kind of propaganda that's being pushed now. It's like they're hanging on to the old world, and that's not where we're going. So those people are going to be forced to level up or kind of level out, you know, in a way. And that will be their soul's choice. So what I'm saying is the 5D energy is here, especially lately. You can feel it. You can feel you'll get kind of a little dizziness in your head, or you'll feel it in your heart space. That's all the new energy coming in. So some people may not feel it at all. Some people are feeling it really strong. It depends, you know, whether or not that's what you came here to do, whether or not that was your purpose of the light workers, to hold it down. But everyone, regardless who you are, you're going to be forced to either integrate or, you know, kind of choose. So a lot of people it's like a fork in the road right now for those people. So for those who are awake, the best thing to do is keep your vibration high, keep your energy clear, stay grounded, you know, be outside however you need to kind of let all the energy move out of you, through you. And just know that we are on the right track. And I know it doesn't seem that way. I know it doesn't look that way, but we are. So I appreciate everyone jumping on. I hope that people are able to watch this after too, and you can share it with anyone who you feel may benefit. I'm going to be making more in-depth ones in the future. This was just kind of a start intro, because I'm not sure exactly where, you know, all the listeners are at. They may be unaware. So my goal is to create a community here, like a safe community where people can come to talk about all this and hear, you know, what we're all saying to each other and communicate, because there are a lot of people who don't have that. They're surrounded by people who are unawakened. And not only that, but they're turning around and they're getting very angry at those who are. And that's, you know, not what we want to do. That's not what we're here to do in this life at this time. That's not where we're going. So it's just very, very important to keep yourself, your head, your energy straight, grounded, clear. Don't let stand in your power. Don't give in. When you know something is not right, you need to follow that. Or when you know something is right, you need to follow that, regardless what anyone else says. So I hope that this relieved a little bit of anxiety or explained a little something. But like I said, if you're watching this on a replay, please leave maybe some questions or future topics you're wondering more about in the comments, and let me know, and then I will try to do more videos to answer them the best I can. Like I said, my goal was just to create a safe community, like a spiritual community where anyone can go to talk about any of this, get some answers where they might not have it, so they have some sort of outlet, because I don't want anyone to feel alone right now. And I know that this is a time where that's kind of what's happening to some people. They're feeling very, very isolated. It's one thing to kind of pull back and do your own thing and keep to yourself a little bit, but I think what I don't want to happen is I don't want people to not have a safe place to go to talk about this. So I know some people focus a lot in politics, some people focus a lot in healthcare. Mine is, I guess, neither and both, but it's more spiritual, energetic. So I also do private readings for people. You can book that on the website if you're looking for a more personal information. I may do angel readings in the future on lives. Let me know if that's something someone may be interested in, just very short mini readings. But let me know. Please drop some comments below and let me know your thoughts and what you think. And I hope that you guys enjoyed our talk. And I look forward to talking with you more. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week.